Welcome to GTA Exotics. My name is Mike and I'm going to be walking you through a 2-lap run on the 3-kilometer driver development track at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Starting out, we're just coming out of the tail end of the pit and there's a slight right turn to enter the track. Continue slow here and take a quick shoulder check to your right to look for traffic on the track. Traffic already on the track has the right of way, so make sure you have a clear lane as you enter. As you make your way around the track, watch for visual cues at the start, middle, and exit of each corner where you usually see curbs or cones. Also take note of your braking zones for each corner. Generally, you want to do all your braking before turning into the corner. In this first turn, be sure to stay to the left side and watch for the cone and the grass on your right. Ignore the curbing and turn it towards the cone and the grass. Once you reach the apex, look towards the top of the hill on the left. It's a blind exit, but you'll see a cone marking the approximate location. Keep your vision towards the top of the hill and try to stay mid-track on the exit to avoid an off-camber section of pavement at the base of the hill. Stay to the left side here as you come into a hard braking zone for turn 3. This is a double apex corner and you want to enter the turn slow with your right tire following the black line, then fade left to use the whole track before moving to the right side to catch the second apex at the top of the hill. You want to stay tight to the right here to set up for your next corner. In this section, stay far right and you'll have a hard braking zone for turn 5, which is a tight left-hander. Brake really hard and turn in early, aiming to be as close to the curbing as possible. You should already be looking for your exit cone on the right side of the track here while getting back on the throttle. This exit cone also marks the start of the next turn while you'll be cutting in towards the curb on your left and accelerating out towards the straightaway. The key here is to look far down the curbing for your exit. Once on the straightaway, plan for corners 7, 8, and 9 as a flowing left sweeper. Brake on the right side and then make your way to the inside curb and back to the outside. The cone you see marking the exit of turn 7 is also the start of turn 8, so keep your flow of inside-outside and maintain that same steering angle to bring yourself back to the left side again. As you make a slight right, set up to brake hard down the hill for turn 10, watching for the cone on your right that marks your early turn-in point. When you turn in, stay tight to the left curbing. The next section is pretty wide open, you can be on the throttle most of the way through. Just cut in tight to the right curbing, use the whole track to maintain a smooth line, and bring the car back towards the grass to set up for the next corner. Brake towards the beginning of the curbing on your left side for turn 12 and try to get as straight as possible in the entrance so you can turn in tight to the curbing on your right. Get on the throttle early coming out where there is room to make your way back to the left side of the track. The next corner you can coast through, again cutting the corner inside and moving back to the left side to set up for the next section. Brake for the slight right-hander on the dark section of pavement and stay up the right side going up the hill. You need to turn in left very early in this blind corner. Think look left, turn left for timing coming up the hill. Keep your left tire tight to the curbing and then you can get on the throttle again at the end of the curb where it sticks out slightly and cut the corner on your right entering the straightaway. We're now in the back straight, which is very open. You can be accelerating through this section. Just watch the bumps near the curbing on your right. They can upset the car if you let off the gas abruptly here. Make your way to the left side for the braking zone before the last turn. This is also where you'll pit out if you're done your laps. If continuing on to another lap, try to straighten out this last turn by putting your right tire in the right curb, left tire in the left curb, then you're out onto the front straight. Just be sure to watch the bumps in the last apex. They can upset the car under acceleration. Make sure you give a wave to the crowd on the way by. So that was the end of your first lap. We're now about to start into turn 1, which comes around right by where you exited from the pits on the first turn. At the end of the straight, brake hard on the left side towards the cone for a slow entry into the first turn. Put your right tire towards the right curb, left tire towards the left curb, and you can be back on the throttle the entire way through this next section. Stay tight to the curbing on your right, and use the straight section of curbing to direct you out towards the wall. Just watch you don't catch the curb as it can upset the car under acceleration. We're back where we started, so let's take a lap at full speed. Coming into turn 1, right tire on the right curb, left tire on the left curb. Watch for the straight line on the curb on your right. Point yourself towards the wall, use the accelerator all the way through, and then brake for the next turn. Brake, brake, brake. Watch for the cone on your right tire towards that cone. Look to the top of the hill, watch for the cone on your left side. You want to make your way back to the left side here. You've got a hard braking zone coming up, so brake, brake, brake. Off the brakes, turn and keep your right tire on that black line. Fade out a little bit to the left and then bring it back into the top of the hill on the right side. You want to stay to the right side here for the hard braking zone coming into turn 5, so brake, brake, brake. Tight to the left tire right on that curb. Look for the cone on your exit on the right side, and then watch for the left sweeper. So you go inside, outside here, and then accelerate down the straightaway. Set up for turn 7, 8, 9, the big left-hand sweeper. So you're going to brake in the braking zone here before the corner, and then go inside, outside. Once again in turn 8, inside, outside. Keep that steering angle, and use that steering angle to move back to the left side of the track. You've got a slight right-hander here. You want to stay to the right side down the hill, braking hard, and then turn left, tight to the left side. Put your right tire on the right curb, and then accelerate all the way through this section. When you get to the crest of the hill near the grass, you want to brake towards the curbing. Brake towards the start of the curbing, turn tight to the right, keep your right tire on that curb, accelerate all the way out. There's lots of room in this corner. This next one is a coaster, so coast while cutting the corner to the right curb. Coming into the next corner, you want to brake on the dark pavement, make a slight right, and stay right going up the hill. You want to look left, turn left, match that curb with your left tire, and then accelerate out onto the back straight. So touch the right curb with your tire, and then accelerate all the way through this section. Coming around the slight bend here, you want to set up to the left side for your braking for the last turn. You want to brake, 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 turn in and just straighten out this section. Right tire, right curb, left tire, left curb, and then out and around on the last curb. Thank you for joining me. We hope you found this video helpful, and we can't wait to see you at the track this season for your experience at GTA Exotics.